How's it going, everybody? I don't usually get that political on my channel, but this is kind of a conversation I just wanted to stop by and talk about for a little bit. So as you guys know, Derek Chauvin, the officer who killed George Floyd, was found guilty yesterday. This being such a big deal, politicians decided to give their 2 cents on what's going on. You know, that's not a problem. That's pretty normal and standard, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there is a problem when they say things like what Nancy Pelosi said. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, here's the clip.
So again, thank you, George Floyd, for sacrificing your life for justice.
So obviously she did catch a lot of heat for this, but it's pretty much at this point, I think it's 50-50. Like, some people agree with her saying this and some people don't. Frankly, I don't know why you'd agree with her saying that he sacrificed himself. Now, this is something that it really didn't sit well with me. She says he sacrificed himself for justice in our country. Now, I don't know if she was just wording this wrong or whatnot, but he didn't sacrifice himself. A sacrifice in this case is when somebody willingly gives their life for a cause that they know or believe in. And George Floyd he wasn't intending to die. That's one big problem that I have with her saying this, is she's insinuating he's a martyr for this cause, for this new law that's gonna try and be passed. And it's honestly kind of disrespectful to him and his family when she says that he sacrificed himself. Because George Floyd was killed. He wasn't intending to die. He probably had absolutely no idea how much of a big deal this was going to cause. Nobody has that mindset when they're about to die or whatnot, is nobody thinks that their death is going to cause a big outrage like it ended up being. So to call it a sacrifice is just so tone deaf. She also sounds very disingenuous when she says it. Now, I don't know if this is just her tone just being misinterpreted, but her tone comes off as very disingenuous. And this is, again, I'm just speculating. I can't get inside Pelosi's head. But this is one of the reasons why a lot of Americans have turned away from politics and have been so, opposed to anything political, is because of statements like this and people like this. Is people in power essentially see incidents like with George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and other tragedies. They don't see them as victims of heinous crimes. They don't see them as individuals. They see them as a demographic or a way to either virtue signal or push an agenda. And that's sort of what we're seeing here now. Again, this could have very well just been a poor choice of words. Most likely it is, but this is one of the reasons that Americans are so opposed to politics nowadays, and it's so just such a taboo topic. And I'm not just talking about people in power in terms of politics, but also celebrities in general. I mean, you saw with Jeffree Star way back in the summer how he tried to exploit the anger around Breonna Taylor to basically distract from his controversies. So it doesn't just apply to political figures, it applies to a lot of different people. And the other issue is it just creates this disconnect. I mean, here you have the Speaker of the House, one of the most important people in our government, just addressing the situation the way she is. It just creates this massive disconnected feeling, and that also plays a huge part in the division of our country. I also want to make it clear, I'm not trying to downplay the outrage against George Floyd's murder or any other unjust murder. I mean, another one happened just today, I found out. But it's words like saying he sacrificed himself for a cause and stuff. It's this over glorifies him and kind of puts him in this weird pedestal. And it's like we should be mourning him. We should be honoring him, holding him in memoriam. We should be doing that with everybody who passes away in unfortunate accidents. I'm not just saying this in response to what Pelosi said, and unfortunately I couldn't find it. There was a tweet I saw this morning, it was deleted, that said they should build a shrine to George Floyd in Minneapolis. And that really didn't sit right with me, because it's fine to build a memorial, but to build a shrine, that's just a very weird choice of words. It just comes off as over glorifying to a very uncomfortable level. Anyway, that's all I had to say. Sorry, I know it's kind of a more somber topic. I just really wanted to talk about it because it just really bothered me what Nancy Pelosi was saying and how it kind of sparked some people to say similar things. That being said, I'm going to wrap up. I will see you guys in the next one. I am out. Peace.